Good morning, everyone. Yep, it's still morning. I don't believe in Saturday Shabbat, but today is still a Shabbat unto Yahuwah because it fell on a Shabbat. So today I am resting in Yahuwah and keeping his day of rest because he ordained it. So today I am re-recording the message I started with regards to the church. Now the church is entrapment. Every single Christian or Catholic or any other denomination out there that is going to church today or tomorrow are trapped. They are slaves to the devil. The devil said that he would sit as the Most High, which he has accomplished by giving himself the name of Jesus and God, so that he can sit in the seat of the Most High. And he has done this through the church. Now, if we go deep into the history of the church, it was first established by the Romans because they served in their gods in temples, and they took over the right of Yasharal and started to incorporate that into their beliefs and just covered up the real belief in Yahuwah as the church. And everyone in there is trapped. I was a Catholic most of my life. In 2007 I became born again. I started pastoring, ministering, and I was then a born again Christian from 2007 onwards. From the 21st of October 2007, yes. And then I was kicked out of the church because I was preaching from at that time, the King James Bible. I didn't want to know any other Bible. Until recently, how I discovered, I know about Yahuwah is the one that saved me and called me, and it took a long time for him to renew his covenant to give me his new covenant, because I was really and truly set on believing in Jesus and God, and I didn't want to be deceived or fooled. And it just so came about that Yahuwah persisted and he brought me into his glorious, or should I say, wonderful life. So today I want to let you know that where the word church comes from, first in Scotland, where it was called kirk, and then in France, circe, which means circus. So everyone in the church is in a circus. We are not, the Most High does not dwell in temples made with hands. So, because the temple that he has created is us, the people who truly believe in YAHUAH and YAHUSHA Mashiiyah. So my message, which is to you, is to learn or to do research, especially you Christian people who get this video. I'm not here to hide this truth anymore, because your salvation is null and void because you are believing in Satan, because Satan is Jesus and God. So you are not saved. In fact, you are all trapped on your way to Sheol, Sheol, which is hell. And I don't think anyone here that I'm speaking to wants to go there. Neither do I. And it's not just also about believing in Yahuwah. You have to obey his Torah. You have to obey his words. They call it commandments, I call it words. The 10 words that he wrote and gave to Moshe, which you call Moses, is the words that Yahuwah gave us. And one of the most important words is to love Yahuwah with all your heart, mind, body, and strength. Now, I know that you've heard my messages regarding his name change and how they took his name away to obliterate it, to make it vain. Thou shalt not make the name of your Elohim, Yahuwah, null and void, and you will not take his name in vain. And yes, a lot of people think that if you say JESUSCHRIST, that is in vain. It's not. To take his name in vain is to make it of none effect. It's just the way they manipulated our English language so that we don't try to do the research to find the truth. It's very hard, I know, because it took me a long time also to accept the truth. So my message to you today is to come out of her, my people. Yahuwah said, come out of her, my people. And you need to get out of the church, because you are going to die in the church, and you are going to go to Sheol if you stay in the church. So today is my message about church. I had a much longer message for you guys, but you know what? I just want to Baruch Yahuwah. I do not believe in Saturday Shabbat, but this January fell on Saturdays, so I keep the Shabbat on a Saturday. The full moon or the new moon is tomorrow, so I'm expecting the new moon or the new Shabbat will be on a Monday or maybe even on a Sunday. I will let you know. There's a lot of conflicting reports out there. Everybody's doing their own thing, and a lot of people saying that the Shabbat definitely is on a Saturn's day, which is the devil's day. So please do your research, and if you have other things that you can share with me, my ears are all open. Yahuwah says we will not teach anyone his brother, but the Ruach, Kadash Ruach of Yahuwah will do the teaching. So I'm not speaking of my own. I'm coming to you with all love, with all my heart, to ask you to please hear the words of Yahuwah and obey his words. Yada Yahuwah, Tuda Yahuwah, Hallelujah.